Yes, people, we're back again. I know it's been a long time. Yeah, don't blame us. Don't blame the World Cup for being in the damn Christmas period, bro. That's not our fault. But we back again. Yeah, me and my guy CM, special guest today, Brush. What you man saying?
I'm good, bro.
Everybody, man.
I'm good. How are you guys?
Man, I'm calm, man. I'm calm.
It's good to be back, man. It's good to be back.
Holidays time
feels a bit strange because it took like a week to get into like the World Cup mode, and then it's like a whirlwind. It just came and went so quickly.
Yeah, but I'm kind of happy it's over with too. Bloody hell, bro. Too many damn games, bro. Jesus Christ. It was at one point it was 4 games a day, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that initial week.
Yeah.
Shout out to Roland every time, man. I don't know how he did that, bro. He did a watch along for every single game that first week.
Can't lie, the judges judging, fam. It's a bit mad. It's a bit mad, fam. But you man had a good holidays and all that. Don't know if everyone celebrated Christmas and that, but what you man holidays, family and that?
Yeah. Pure family settings and that. Yeah, spending time with loved ones and that. It's been good, man. Cool. A lot of indulging in food and alcohol and that.
Oh, I saw somebody indulging in some food there. A certain brother that couldn't move after, bro. I ain't calling no names, fam, but a certain brother, fam. He couldn't move, fam. It's a bit mad. What you saying, C?
Hey, listen, same old, innit? Well, when Christmas comes around, it's a long day, fam. You got a whole heap of cooking in the kitchen and them things there. But yeah, man, these times are sweet still. A nice little holiday, fam. My only complaint is that the weather's all over the place.
The weather's proper bipolar, innit? We've had snow, we've had rain, we've had everything, bro.
Trust me.
We all know the story when it comes to me, fam. Man can't cook, bro, so it's cool. I just have to wait, fam. Just have to wait my turn, fam. Man can't cook. But it's been good, yo. Big up Rich, Manch, Paxton. Hope you man good. Hope you man had a nice little holiday time. Big up to you, man, still, yeah? United. What a game yesterday, boys. When you man saw the lineup, what was your initial reactions, though?
Initially, the only thing that really stuck out to me, I'm sure is the same for you guys as well, is Luke Shaw at centre back. Obviously, we've seen him as a left-sided centre back in a back three, but I had my questions as how he would operate in a 2, and I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, I agree. 100% agree. Because even when I was looking at the lineup, I was like, I'm not sure what's going on here. Who's gonna be that centre back? What are we working with? But like what Brush said, really impressed. Obviously, Nottingham Forest weren't that great yesterday, especially in attacking positions. Nonetheless, you have to deal with what's in front of you and what Luke Shaw.
We can't look too deep into it because it is Nottingham Forest at the end of the day. So can't hype it too much. But yeah, he did a very competent job. And when I look at it overall, I suppose it made sense because were you to do something else, you would have had to mess around with a few more pieces. I think this kept the core together. So, that midfield partnership could build up. So you had the best midfield there. You had Casemiro, Eriksen, Fernandes. Everything else was settled. So that was the only real change. And it paid off.
It's funny, yeah. And coming off the back of all this mad news about this crappo guy going to Liverpool and man was losing their mind that, how are we going to function, brother? We function. I mean, as Brush said, it's not Forest, yeah? But it could only be who's in front of you. And
absolutely, man. Bro, there was a lot of positives for me to take away from the game. Just our movement, the chances we were trying to create. It's looking good, bro.
There was one moment as we was pressing up the pitch, and these man just basically set it up like a trap in midfield, bro. They pressing so high up the pitch, and they just had Casemiro just roam around in midfield, bro. And as soon as you take, we beat the press, that guy's on you, fam. Where you going, big man? Give me the ball. He just won the ball so much, bro. Effortlessly, his tackling is sick.
Yeah.
Man's tackling is sick.
Yeah, now see, that part we already knew, right? But what's impressed me is his overall game and how much he gets forward.
Yeah, I mean, example of that. For the third goal, he wins back the ball and
Fred, yeah?
provides the assist for
Yeah,
Fred.
and then the assist, bro. Yeah, that was like
Mhm.
watching like a prime Patrick Vieira, bro. That was mad.
You know what? You know what it reminded me of, yeah? I'm not saying it's counter attacking, but it was a counter attacking goal because he just won the ball, look forward instantly, first person he saw, give it to the Fred.
Yeah, like
Goal. I was like,
the
yo, the
legendary
movement.
DMs we grew up with, innit? The likes of a Vieira, likes of a Keane. They were so much more than just defensive, bro. They would wing back the ball, but they could also run up the pitch and get involved in the attack.
That's so when you see stuff like that in your team
Mm.
after like it was a break for about a month or so, and you see that in your team, you're like, if he gets injured, what are we doing now?
Let's not put that energy out there, innit?
Yeah, I think don't put that energy out there, but at the
Yeah.
same time, we've got to remember that there's a reason why we're in the position that we're in, innit? So even the way we are right now, if we lose a player, we're worrying there's going to be a drastic change to the team, especially if they're an important player to how we're operating right now. But you know, with time, that's what we're hoping to iron out and improve. But right now, reason why we're harboring outside of the Champions League and trying to get back in there playing in the Europa League is because our team has suffered for many years now. We don't have the quality and depth that's required to compete to even get into that top 4 position, and the competitive nature of the teams in and around us have made it even more difficult to qualify for those competitions. So it's a slow build.
Absolutely, and this is where you have to utilize the full squad. And I have to credit Eric yesterday because I thought his in-game management was very good.
Oh, he brought on. He was like, "Yo, didn't lady know if you want a game, you could get a game today." He was bringing everybody on.
But did you deep the minutes he was giving out as well, Realest? I thought it was very good, man. It weren't
Everybody
like
getting
2
some
minutes here and there. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah,
Good
so I like that.
substitutions. I won't complain with the substitution. The fact, as I look in the chat, I see Vaughan there. Yeah, I saw man like Maguire on the bench, fam, and Luke Shaw started ahead of him. I know I'm petty, yeah.
To be fair to Maguire, he did have an illness, so he's coming back from it.
Yeah.
I know I'm petty, yeah, but yo, if you're fit enough to be on the bench, for me, you're fit enough to play.
Nah, don't do that.
Hold on.
That, really.
And if Luke Shaw plays ahead of you, yes.
Nah. Leave your agendas at the door. Big up Maguire, man. He came on, he did a job.
I know that's what I did the disclaimer in the beginning. I said I know I'm petty, yeah, but still, man on the bench, you know. Bend the knee, Emmanuel Dennis.
Look at this guy, man, drinking that water. You got a sponsorship yet?
Bro, these man ain't trying to sponsor me, bro. Bro, you know what's funny? Yeah, I was coming home. I know this is a sidetrack here. You might come to hear this here. I was coming home from work, so I said, you know what? Let me just pass at the store. Bro, I bought 6 more cases of this water, fam. These man ain't gave me no sponsor. These frauds, fam. I ain't buying no more, bro. I'm done, fam. I'm done. I ain't buying no more.
Gotta switch the tap water now.
Nah, I can't drink that.
Nah, don't do that to yourself.
I stopped the instant. I can't drink that.
Yeah, don't do that to yourself. Just cover up the badge until they start paying.
But no lie, yeah, I enjoyed the game yesterday. I know everyone have different takes, everyone like different stuff, but I actually enjoyed the game. I didn't watch it live. I saw the first goal. Brothers, we scored from a corner, you know.
Listen, straight off the training ground, didn't it? It was brilliant.
Oh my days, from a corner.
Yeah,
we don't do those.
It was brilliant. It was instinctive in the moment from Eriksen.
Yeah. Well worked, and it's lovely to see Rashford in this kind of form. You can tell he's brimming with confidence.
I'm no big fan of Rashford. Me, I ain't even pretending. But you see that pass he made? What's it to? He passed the ball. It went to Bruno, and Bruno just laid it off for Anthony. But the pass, bro,
the one directly to Anthony that took out like 3 players.
Anthony pissed me all the way off yesterday, bro.
That great vision. Going forward, I'm very intrigued to see if this is something that Rashford can do consistently.
I don't know if Homeboy is playing for like a mad new bumper contract, something. I don't know if he's played for a move. I don't know if he just have a new lease of life.
Listen, this is what happens when the manager has faith in you.
Cooking. I'm enjoying that side of Rashford. I'm enjoying that. I was like, yeah, go on. It was He was on it yesterday, boy. He was on it. I think Bruno wasn't. He wasn't. He wasn't
He
the
was all right.
reckless guy. He wasn't the reckless
listen,
guy.
the only one I would say I was disappointed in was probably Anthony. But again, like it's early days, isn't it? Like you're gonna see these dips. Like as long as it all happens in cycles, like, I don't really mind. As long as when one person dips, somebody else steps up, it's all good, man.
I said big up them on the bench. You do.
I think when it comes to like Anthony, for example, we've seen enough games of him. We have a good enough sample size to realize his strengths and his weaknesses.
Yeah,
and it will be a long process to kind of iron out those weaknesses that a lot of the people are mentioning.
Yeah, it's stuff that we already know. See, like we know he's allergic to the outside. He's very
That is the one thing that pisses me all the way off, bro. I hate that, bro. Because this is how I see the Premier League. The Premier League is a league that people cipher you out quickly, you know. You beat me the first time. All right, you might beat me the second time. See that third time, we know where you are, big man. You ain't doing
but you know, you say that though, right? But if you just fine hone that one thing you're good at, is that not better than nothing?
Yeah, but sometimes variations.
Absolutely. But,
and then the fact that all you do, you stay wide, you get the ball, and as soon as you get the ball, you do one thing over and over. You just run straight in.
Yeah, but this is the thing.
We know that's what you're going to do, fam. Robin did it.
And we knew exactly how good Robin was. We could tell you what Robin was going to do, but that doesn't mean that people could stop him.
Yeah, but that don't mean everybody could do it.
No, absolutely not. But you know,
so he needs to
the kid's only 22, man.
This game. That's why you need to have variations in this game right now, Brush.
Yeah.
Not just do the one thing.
Yeah, I wonder if it will improve if a new right back comes in. Maybe that offers a new dimension. I don't know.
Malacia and Ericsson will be low par for you. I mean, Anthony for me he was not it though, but these two, I thought they had a decent game, you know.
You know, I think overall, and you know, Brush mentioned it, because it's Nottingham Forest, it's one of them ones where it was a perfect game to get back to. And it was a good enough performance by the guys, some better than others, but I see where Vaughan's coming from. I think there definitely were some players who didn't play their best by their own standards in that game.
It's just nice to come back, see, and not have a World Cup hangover. You know, we've got off to a winning start. Definitely. And that's what matters. Harder tests will come. I mean, listen, this Saturday coming up against Wolves, that's going to be a testing game. They're on the back of a very big win against Everton.
Everton, yeah. Last minute too.
Yeah, my only problem that comes with the team going forward is obviously what can happen after. Once the matches start to pile up, we've got the FA Cup coming into effect in the new year. Still on the Carabao Cup.
The Europa League.
And then and then Barcelona over 2 legs come Feb.
So
and that's
we've got a lot of things.
You know?
Yeah, we've got a lot of things to focus on, and
Martinez is missing for that first leg as well.
Yeah. So we're gonna need a lot of our squad, if not all of our squad, fully fit. And I'm just not confident in at least some of the guys staying fit for most of the rest of the campaign. So that's the thing. We're looking in January, and I'm sure we'll touch on that in a second, because there has been a lot of contrasting stories regarding Manchester United's finances and what they'll aim to do in January, whether they want to bring in loans rather than permanent deals and so forth.
On the aspect of this club, bro, the football we saw yesterday, we chuffed. It was good for that, but when it comes to how these men run this place, bro, it's a nightmare, you know. Let me ask the chat first, yeah. Is any one of you, man, disappointed with this Gakpo thing that we didn't get Gakpo? Is that bothering any one of you, man?
Yeah, you know what? And this is the thing, yeah. When you look at the Frankie de Jong situation, and I feel like there was a lot of the fan base that was swayed to, you know what, he's gonna come, and they had the belief that he was gonna come, and Gakpo almost became that thing. Now, me personally, I can't speak on him as much, because apart from the World Cup, which can be a little bit of an outlier at times, in my opinion, I haven't seen him a lot in the league and stuff like that. to really have a true opinion on the player. But in the end of the day, it doesn't bother me because I've seen things like this happen before. And like I said, I don't know much about the player. My only worry is that you have a large sample size of players that you're considering to bring in that will fit with the system that Eric Ten Hag is trying to build. And right now, at least what we've heard from the outside looking in, very limited options.
Yeah, whenever I did see him play, he gave me Rashford vibes. It was one of those where, I wasn't really sold on the idea, but it was one of those where if the manager identified him as the guy and he wanted him, then I was willing to back it. Personally, for me, I always preferred a proper out-and-out 9. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens. Obviously, currently, it's not looking great for the January transfer window either. If we do get anyone in, I reckon it's going to be a loan signing, probably in the mold of Igalo. And then, come summertime, we'll have to see what it is and reassess the situation.
I'll tell you all this, yeah. Me personally, yeah, never wanted that guy, couldn't care for him, have no cause in the world for that brother. Don't care for him, fam. So when I saw Liverpool got him, I was smiling. I was smiling in terms that we didn't have to get him, so I didn't care for that. I need a striker, not another forward. You hear what I'm saying? We have bare forwards. We have bare right wingers and left wingers. Can we get a forward? Somebody that puts the ball in the back of the net, somebody that could link play, not one of these, brothers.
Listen, Realest, yesterday when you saw Garnacho come on, right, that blistering turn of pace and that cross into the box, if we had a proper 9 there, that's a goal, bro.
See what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
See what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I've already spoken to you about this. Like, ideally for me, Dusan Vlahovic would be the guy. I just think I like the profile of player he is at the age of 22 as well. I think he'll be a worthwhile investment, especially the mess and turmoil that Juve are in. I think it's a golden opportunity to capitalize and take advantage. But again, it comes down to our owners, isn't it? So we'll have to wait and see.
The thing with our club is, a lot of fans fail to realize that we are monitoring FC, pursuing FC, looking at FC, everything FC but Manchester United FC, fam. These man, right? You wanted to sign Gakpo. I don't care for him. You wanted to sign Gakpo. You had all this time. You had scouts and all this. Just go do it. If this is the player you want and your manager wants him and you think, this guy's going to do the job for you, go do it. Why wait so long?
The thing is,
hold on. Why wait so long and then don't do it? This shit happened to us the same time with Fabinho for Liverpool. Yeah. We monitored him for months. Liverpool looked at him one Thursday afternoon and said, you know what, we could buy this guy. By the end of the day, he was a Liverpool player.
So this is the thing. We never officially put in a bid, bro. So either it's because they've got something else up their sleeve, or the owners have just decided, listen, we want to sell up and we're not investing any real, we're not putting any real money into transfers.
The thing is, we take so long, right? We take so long looking at players that we draw interest. We let other clubs get interest in them. And when that happens now, we get to the point where, you know what? We might have to overpay, So we end up overpaying for a player and then put pressure on this player now because he's probably worth, let's say, 10 million. We pay 55 or something like that for him.
Yeah.
I know this.
Listen. That's kind of what's happened with Anthony. I said it at the time.
This is what I'm saying. This is why our
we paid double what he's worth. Like, so I am not holding him to the standards of what I would expect typically from someone who's 80 million. So if you come in expecting it, but if you're coming in expecting 80 millions, then you're in trouble. You're setting him up for failure.
The rest of the United fan base keep thinking that we paid all this money, so that means he's probably one of the best in the world, so he's going to do a madness. No, that really don't know how it works, though. Your club shit.
Yeah,
and we need to face this sometimes.
Yeah, and then when we come down to this and the infrastructure, Realist, like with me and you, we've discussed this before many times. Like, look at the current situation with Enzo Fernandez. We were linked to him all the way up until summertime when he was at River Plate, and he moved to Benfica for 10 million. And now he's got a release clause of 120, and we're being linked. It's ridiculous. It makes no sense.
That is true.
It's indecisiveness, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because if you continue to make the same mistakes, you have opportunities to invest.
Listen, for a club of our size, 10 million is a drop in the ocean. even if you don't think he's ready for the Premier League, at 10 million, you can afford to take the hit, buy him, and then loan him out to a Portuguese league or wherever and let him develop and see how it goes. And then you can revisit it in a year's time. Look what Arsenal did with William Saliba. When they felt he wasn't ready, they loaned him out. They had no problem loaning him out and him gaining that experience. And look how he's doing now. So these are the kind of forward-thinking moves.
Chelsea did that same thing with Matic, bro.
Yeah, these are the kind of forward-thinking moves we need to start doing.
Even Real Madrid did that same thing with this player we have called Casemiro. They had him.
Yeah, they loaned him to Porto. Yeah.
And then, bro, these men are like, yo, we need to get him back, fam. They got him back, bro.
Well, yeah, this is the other thing, really, is at that time they had Xabi Alonso as well, right? So, it made sense to loan him out.
One injury, and they said, yo, bun this, fam. We ain't buying nobody. We getting him back. Never left the team since.
Well, yeah, and even now there's opportunity. Like, if you look at the free agent market of contracts that are running down in the summer, we should be highlighting and making a shortlist.
I see. All right, you see this right here, yeah, from Vonnie. Bigger people got coming in here. Don't think we ignoring you. Steph and King and Newman there. You're big up, yeah. But you see this right here, yeah. Sometimes, yeah, to me, yeah, this is something that bothers me. Sometimes, to me, I think these are the players that sometimes we need to look at. I'm not saying this guy's going to come to the Premier League and smash it.
Modric?
Yeah, I'm not saying he's going to come to the Premier League and smash it. Don't get me wrong, but I'm saying these are the players sometimes we need to look at. Not just the big name that everyone follows. Look at players that, I haven't heard anything about him, but let's take a try. Sometimes you could get these players probably a little 10, 15 million. Not saying this guy scores that. He scores way more, but we give these men a try. What's the most going to happen, bro? If you don't really think you get some of your money back.
That's the thing. If you're targeting young players, with potential, and the fees nominal, like, you're not really taking a loss, are you?
Exactly, bro.
And even if they don't make it into your team, you can loan them out and see how they develop and then reassess the situation later on. This is how Chelsea have been operating for years. Obviously not right now, because with Todd Bowley, it's a bit different. But under Roman and Marina, that's how, if you look at their net spend, it's very good. They've always made a profit on players, a lot of whom have turned up at the club and not even played for them. And they still make profit. And this is how they do it.
Then before we got linked. Yeah, those are the type of players I'm talking about. We need to go out there and sign some of these man them, fam. Go out there, look for these decent little bargains sometimes. Not saying that there will always be, value in it, because you could get a little bargain and they could come out and just be just rubbish. Bro.
Yeah, exactly, Vaughan. The way we highlighted like the likes of Malacia and Ericsson, like, you need to utilize those kind of deals. And there's more of those out there. Even right now, if you're looking at players whose contracts run out in 2023, there's a few that can at least be squad players that will add to what you're trying to build.
You know what? There's a lot of them, to be fair, that contracts are expiring soon.
Yeah.
And we could probably go and grab some.
Yeah, for example, Marcus Thuram, who you saw for France at the World Cup, plays across the front three, 25 years old, second highest goal scorer in the Bundesliga this season. And his contract at Mönchengladbach is up. I'm not saying we should get him, but, for someone, that's a shrewd bit of business right there. And Dikia as well, 23-year-old centre-half. He's a free transfer in the summer. Milan Skriniar at Inter Milan, 28 years old. Veteran defender.
He's more or less going to PSG.
He's a free agent. So, there are bargains to be had.
Look, Conrad Lehmann. Look how long we was looking at that guy, Bayern Munich.
Yep.
There's these players out there, but our scouting department and recruiting team, these man look at. He could sell some shirts, and we could probably make a money on this guy here. So instead of buying who fits the team or who works well with the team or who complements the team. I
mean, that's certainly been the case in the past, but judging, I can only judge by this window under Ten Hag. And
but
overall,
as much as I like Ten Hag, I have a problem with him. I think that. He needs to open his eyes and not just see Eredivisie players, bro. I know that's where you.
This is the thing, though, Realest. This comes down.
Hold on. You have recruitment people around you. You have scouts. You have other people. At least let these men look for other players, not just because you work there and you know these players.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This is what I was going to say. This is what I was going to say, because it's very naive to put all of that just on the manager. That's not how modern clubs operate.
Yeah, that's
and we shouldn't just rely on Ten Hag for talent. Like we should have an independent director of football who's in tune with everything, who obviously collaborates with him and asks what he wants, but then also has a say in how we move forward. You need to highlight what we're about as a club and where we're going, because in the modern game, managers come and go, but you still need to have an identity and a philosophy.
True. This is true as well. No one. Well, Martinelli was at the time. We didn't take that option. Saka wasn't proven. Saliba was doing his thing in France. Gabriel was doing his thing in France. But now you have these man doing. They basically carrying your team. They carrying your team. Nobody could have 40 million. Yeah, probably, but when it comes to demand, though, how much of other people are linked to this guy for the way they're jacking the price up? They have to have a lot of more people in demand for him. Can't just be Arsenal. Is there anyone else in the chase for this Modric guy?
There's a lot of hype around him, obviously, this season, but no, I don't think anyone's touching their asking price.
It's a bit mad still. But that price is there. What are you saying, C?
Yeah, once again, I don't know much about the place. I'm not going to say too much like that, but I always look at it a way where for the club, if you evaluate and you've scouted and seen the player enough, and the manager, believes that bringing in a player like that would offer them something different and would elevate the team, just like any other signing. If you think that you will be able to bring them in for a good price, and they'll be able to elevate the team maybe now or in the future going forwards, then you have to trust that decision.
Get me some of that money and I'll take a push again. This man's the Mbappe and rice, This guy's trying to buy some expensive rice, I don't know about that, fam. Yes, script, pay up. I think I'll consider a bid for United player at the moment. He said Chino taxi, African and Modric price. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, the truth. Yeah, there's players out there like let's say you go to, obviously you might not read that league, yeah, but let's say we go to the French league, bro. The lower ends of the French league, there's all these players to be have,
Yeah, listen, I think most likely thing is we're going to end up with a loan move for someone like a Moussa Dembele.
Remember a couple of years ago, the Hossam Awar thing was a madness, brother.
Yeah.
This guy put next to peanuts right now.
You couldn't give him away now.
I'm telling you,
it's crazy how things.
And nobody's trying to get him.
Yeah,
because he had a stink season, fam.
Yeah, he's still young enough though that I would take a punt.
How old is he?
What is he, 23, 24?
He's that young.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, around that age, I believe.
Let's see. Hossam Awar is 24 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my dear,
yeah.
He is proper young, fam.
Yeah.
That's not. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Now that you say that age, I don't mind grabbing that.
Yeah, off the bench, you need options, isn't it? You
could contribute there.
Yeah, he can play central midfield, attacking midfield, out on the left as well, I think.
And look, talking about the French league again, where do we think that Newcastle got Bruno Guimaraes from?
Now, what a signing that's been.
Botman is doing good for them now.
Yeah,
he didn't start off the season good because I think he was injured, didn't it?
Yeah,
you think he was injured or they was just playing Dan over him? And now
he turned title-winning AC Milan to go over there.
He's doing his job though. His job.
Yeah, very good defender. Not very easy on the eye though. His style of defending is not really for me. He puts his body in the way and he looks very clumsy when he does things, but he's effective.
They might look like they're trying to get injured, but that's my problem with them.
Yeah, it's like he gives me Eric Bailly vibes. Obviously, a better version of Bailly, but he just gets stuck in front of everything.
I think they're located striker in the championship. Oh man, you talking about United finding a striker in the championship?
I think that's what he's alluding to. He
I don't think we'll do that.
Yeah. Now that's an interesting question because it seems that right now, based off of the news that's come out, we're only really considering making known moves in January. Names like Alvaro Morata have been thrown out there.
Oh,
João Felix.
There's only one guy who's been mentioning Morata.
Yeah, I mean, João Felix, they're saying that apparently his loan package alone could be 22 million.
Yeah, no, it doesn't make sense financially for me, see, because apparently.
Wait, hold on. You said the loan.
Yeah,
I thought you were talking about like 8 million. What
no. Or basically, they're including wages in that as well, right? So yeah, when you add it all up together, but even an £8 million loan fee in itself for half a season is madness. Doesn't make sense.
I can't lie. Yeah, they might have to keep that still. I can't lie.
Yeah.
Well, if we paying that, brother, I'm not saying we should, but if we pay that for a loan, you might as well buy him, fam. Because that's ridiculous, fam.
I mean, if you're paying an £8 million loan, you need at least an option to purchase outright.
Yeah, that is ridiculous price. You talking about.
But yeah, for half a season, man, it's mad. And again, he's not
even worse. It's half of a season.
Yeah, it's half of a season. And again, look at other January signings, bro. Look at the likes of Vidic and Evra when they came in. If we assessed them on just the first 6 months they were at the club, we would have sold them probably. So is that even enough time to acclimatize to a new league? And that, especially, is he even what we need? He's not an out-and-out striker. And from what I've seen at Atletico, he scores wonderful goals every 3 to 4 games. He has a blinder, but he does tend to go missing as well. Now, I don't know if that's down to Simeone tax or what, but these are things you need to take into consideration, especially when the price tag is probably going to be close to 100 million.
It's mad,
Yeah.
It's a bit mad. Shit. No. Hold on, what we get here? We got Morata. I'd be very happy with him. Oh my lord. I know he's in the brother side, Giroud.
Big up, man. You already know. But yeah, he ain't leaving AC Milan till the end of the season. His contract is actually up in the summer.
Ooh, you see, yeah, big up Rich, big up man like Rich, yeah, because the Glazers trying to sell. Yeah, don't look into that too much, Script. We talk about that in a minute, though.
Yeah, no, Keith is right though. I don't think they're trying to do anything, man. The alarm bell started ringing when they failed to take dividends. I was like, all right, cool. Yeah, I kind of expect there to be some kind of transfer embargo-ish kind of stuff going on if they're in the process of selling.
See, Paxton knows. That's who you need to buy. You don't need none of these players. Just go to Oldham and take whatever they have, bro. That's what you need to do. That's what you need to do. Just go down there and take what they have, bro. 13 million for Felix, all including.
For half a season, King, that's a madness.
Yeah.
As much as people like Felix and decent,
I'll tell you
price
what,
is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I'll tell you what, I think it makes more sense for Arsenal to push the boat out for someone like him, because obviously the position they find themselves in, you'd like to think that they would have learnt their mistakes from last January when they didn't strengthen and missed out on top 4. Now they could legitimately be in a title race.
You see this here, right, Vaughn? I see what you're saying here. My main problem with that brother by the name of that brother is something with when it comes to finishing, bro. He tend to be a clumsy brother, fam. For some reason, bro, when it comes to finishing, he tends to be a clumsy brother. I know he scored for Spain and then the World Cup, but that guy tends to be a clumsy brother, fam.
Yeah, he'll definitely frustrate you. But I mean, he does offer something different to what we have.
That is true. He's a number 9.
He's a proper 9. Yeah.
Rich, don't promote these guys. Don't do that. Not these men. Not them. After what I saw Cecil wearing on the shirt, top of the league for Chris. Nah. Them man cannot win the league, fam. No. Not them man, bro. Bro, these man ain't win the league, and this guy's celebrating for Christmas with top of the league on his shirt.
Listen, you know how long it's been there since they've won the league. Let them
I
have their
don't
moment.
care, fam. Let it be longer, fam. Don't let these man win nothing. You want to win something? Go get the community shield, bro. Take that. Nothing, fam.
Nah, they've got enough FA Cups in it. If they're in the community shield, the only other way to get there is by winning the FA Cup. So, yeah.
15 minutes almost.
Exactly. Leave that alone as well.
We'll see from Ronaldo pissing off. So I don't know. How much will it be to loan Morata for the season?
I have no idea. But if they, and this is the other thing though, like, because he's at Atletico as well, right? So they let João Felix go. Why would they let Morata go as well? Don't make sense.
Yeah, they won't get rid of their two players.
They won't get rid of both.
Because I think then they let Cunha go to Wolves.
Yep, he's gone to Wolves.
So look at that, brother. They ain't getting rid of him. Yeah, so you could only get Felix, bro, because Cunha just went to Wolves, so you ain't getting nothing from them.
And man. He was one that we were linked with about a month or two ago, and I wasn't too happy about that one.
Away from that, fam.
Yeah.
Go and see him. Speak.
Nah. I was gonna jump in to speak about the Wolves game coming up. It's all good. But nah, I was gonna ask you guys opinions on the Wolves game. What do you think? Obviously away from home at Molineux. What do you think they're gonna bring to the game? A couple games back in the Premier League now. So what do you think they're gonna bring? How do you think we're gonna fare against them?
Tell you what, yeah. What's his name? Neves? He needs to piss off, fam. You see these scores he keeps scoring against us. I've had enough of him, bro. Him and Jaron Martinho. I've had enough of these two men, bro. If I only see Diego Costa score against us, fam, but I'm personally going to England. That's a 2-foot tackle, that brother, fam. No. You don't come back from the Brazilian league and just come score on us. Not having that. No. Them man need to hold corn, bro. No wins for them, fam. I had enough of them, man. We should win.
Listen, new manager bounce and that got watch out for that.
One that bounce.
That Everton will give them a lot of confidence and they'll try and grind the result out. So we just need to guard against complacency. Obviously, we have the tools to beat them, but we just need to make sure we hit the ground running.
Yeah, I think for Wolves, new manager Lopetegui's in now. He's already brought in a player or two. I'm sure they'll do more business probably in January. They've got to get those more attacking returns at a higher rate. I feel like offensively they're not the worst team, but like what Brush said, good win against Everton, last minute winner, and that will give them a boost in confidence, especially with the new manager. But they have to improve as an attacking side. They have some talented players. Daniel Podence, you know.
And there's no obvious goal threat, is there, Steve?
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, once upon a time when he was in form before the injury, they had a Jimenez. He was that focal point up front, but obviously since his unfortunate injury, he hasn't really been able to kick on and find some form. Him and Adama Traore once upon a time had a good link up. But Adama Traore's
the baby old assassin.
Yeah, he's
man like the baby oil Hulk,
He's fallen off as well. So now they find themselves. I mean, even Gonzalo Guedes, they have him as well, but they just haven't been able to find a consistent avenue when it comes to getting a goal scorer. They're making the signings, but they just haven't worked up to this point. I wasn't the biggest fan of Bruno Lage, who was here, the last manager. So it's going to be interesting to see what Lopetegui can do to this side and transform them. Because I feel like with Wolves, something's been off for a good minute now in terms of their morale, their effort in just playing football games. It hasn't all been there.
Yeah, it's bound to affect them though. Like the way their board has been moving, they've let go of a lot.
And then it's not easy. It's not easy when you hit. Well, obviously, Neves is the most obvious one, right? Where basically every week you got people saying, "I don't see him staying at Wolves for much longer." Like that's your captain. I don't care who it is, it's gonna mess with your psyches. So you want a tight knit group who's committed to playing, and I'm sure he is committed, but still, it's not easy when you gotta hear, look on the outside or look in newspapers or online and see what people are saying about your teammates or about you guys as a team. You just want to put your head down, focus, and try your best to win games.
You see that battle he's mentioning there, brother. I've seen some horrible battles between those two. It's not fun to watch, fam. It's not fun to watch.
We've got the first kickoff as well, innit, on Saturday. So the 12:30.
That's not nice. That's not nice.
Yeah.
That's not
It
nice.
kind of sets the tone for the whole weekend. That
until probably next year, I won't be able to catch a game live, bro, because that's Saturday. I'm busy again. Until the new year starts, I won't be able to catch a game live. Rerun FC, fam.
But
luckily the games are coming thick and fast, really. So the one after that, I think, is what, on Tuesday.
Yeah, that's calm.
Yeah, last game they started Podence, Diego Costa and Juan on the right wing. So they stay the same. That's gonna be an interesting one.
Oh, this is interesting. Mexican clubs inquire about them. That's strange that they turned it down.
Well, there must still be a belief there that they can get something out of the player. Or
I think also just the fact that they need bodies, right? I just don't think they're willing to replace anyone at the moment.
And they don't really spend like that. So
yeah,
they did spend some crazy money this season, yeah. But they not really used to like spending. You get what I'm saying? So they're probably like, yo, if we get rid of him, we're gonna have to spend again. So you get what I'm saying? So football power hour, yeah. Man said the time is now for Felix, yeah. I don't know, fam. I don't know, fam. I don't know. Not with the price, no. Not with the price. The price is a bit mad still. The price is a bit mad.
Super Nick touches on something very interesting. We did briefly mention it.
We need to get back into him.
Yeah.
What's your man thoughts on AWB?
Listen, I told you, man, with how fragile our squad is, I wouldn't be letting anyone go in Jan. And credit to Ten Hag, because he's breathed life into a lot of players that we thought were past it, and it wasn't looking good for AWB. Even like the other week when that friendly against Cadiz, he looked dreadful.
Boy.
But the last two games gives me hope.
Exactly that.
Gives me hope that he can play a role, because obviously we can't, with the amount of games we've got coming as well. You can't just rely on Dallo. You need deputies.
You can see that clearly right now that he's out in
there. Yeah. And yesterday, I was very impressed, man. Even with the forward play, the way he was trying to get involved, some of those crosses he was putting in. That's all you can ask for, really. Against Burnley last week as well, he had that wonderful assist. So yeah, credit to Ten Hag.
Go and see what you say about the
it's just about. Go on, bro.
Me personally, when it comes to the Booker T, as they call him, yeah, I won't get rid of him now because, brother, we didn't have the capacity to do anything right now. But in the summer, big money could ride. He could ride in then. But now, bro, we need everybody we could get because squad depth is essential right now for us. Essential.
Situations like this, this is why it's gonna be interesting to see what happens in the first quarter of 23, because obviously with the ownership situation, them either looking for new investment or looking to partially or fully sell the club, whatever it will be interesting to see what comes of that, because you would like to think that for now we just stick with the squad that we have, and maybe we bring in a couple players on loan, and then we just save all of the chips for the summer, where we'll be fully prepared. We'll know what players we want to go in for. We be aggressive early. From there, we go in for those players. We get rid of who we believe we can get rid of and who we can replace in that summer. So I'm looking at that area really and thinking if we can be fully prepared from the start, then that's good for next season and onwards. It's a good precedent that we're setting. But in the end of the day, it depends what happens in that first quarter of the year with the ownership situation. There's still a lot of stuff up in the air, a lot of news that's being broken on a daily basis. Doesn't know what's really gonna happen, who the profile of the owner is gonna be. It's gonna be a long time until we find that out. So yeah, I feel like everything really rests in terms of significant investment, bringing in players, getting rid of players. It all rests on what happens in that moment.
That's literally the key to everything. Until the ownership situation is sorted out once and for all, we're just in limbo, aren't we?
This guy Manj is a proper comedian, you know. This guy Manj, fam. Proper comedian. This is true as well, though, Rich. You can see he have some players actually punching above their weight right now. If I could say that, though, some of them punching above their weight. Things that we say that, yo, these men may be hopeless, fam. They're doing something, showing us something a little more this season. Even if they're fighting for their spot in the team, they don't want to leave, they want a new contract, or they're playing for a move or whatever. But we'll have to take what we could get right now until better could be done. My thing in terms of, I know people saying that these man still might sell. Me personally, I think these man playing the road for investments, you know. I think they're playing the investment role. They want to get investments because, let's be honest, it's hard to sell this club, you know.
I mean, for the kind of fee they want. Yeah.
Exactly. It's hard to sell. And then, as I keep saying, whoever buys the club, even how rich, no matter how rich you are, if you buy the club, you're spending damn near the same amount you spend for the club to fix it.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? Like when you look at the billionaire takeover template, you can have that dream elsewhere for a fraction of the cost.
Exactly. So that's why I'm thinking these man playing the game for investments. You know, I don't know. I could be completely wrong, but I just think
no. I mean, it makes sense. Realist. I think it's going to be very difficult to get rid of these guys. You know, the fact that once they made the announcement, the share prices went up. They know what they're doing. And with what they said as well, basically, it was the fact that, you know, if there's a offer on the table that's too good to be true, they're willing to take it. If not, they're looking for investment and someone else to come and put, you know, and front the money because they don't really want to invest themselves. That's the gist of what I got from everything they've been saying.
What are you saying? Oh,
yeah,
you know,
well,
go ahead.
Yeah, you never know. That's why for me, you never know. But, and I'm not making a final decision on the whole situation because you don't understand what's going on in the inside, and it will be a thing where, like what they said in the statement, they won't speak on it until the moment is finalized. With the investment side of things, you'd like to think that if I'm an outsider looking to invest into a club, it wouldn't be Manchester United because once again, like you guys said, there's so much money to spend, whether it's with the infrastructure for both teams, for all the teams, the academy teams, the women's teams, men's teams, and then you've got to think about transfers, of course, bringing in players, the employees, coaching staff, and just the running, day-to-day running of the club. There's so much money to spend in order to reform and try to bring a bit of consistency into the team. Most importantly, all of the teams when it comes to success.
Yeah, this is the thing, man. There's clubs out there with potential, both geographically and positionally and stuff, where you can buy them out for 200-300 million, and then you can put about $1 billion to a side to invest over the course of the next decade,
Newcastle,
and be where you need to be. Yeah, that's what happened with Newcastle. Obviously, there's a lot of Premier League clubs who've already got owners. Leeds, Aston Villa, these are all clubs in the past where I would have looked at as good investment opportunities. If we look lower down the table, Sheffield United, I think, is a prime location just because they have a 40,000 seater stadium, and because locationally where it is as well, it makes sense.
No, Nick, I hear you with this here. But and then they said this here. See, this is the thing though. These man want so much damn money. Nobody at the same time, nobody's want to spend that money and then have to spend almost the same amount just to fix shit. Because all right, if we deep in this here, I know obviously we know common sense. If we buy the club, it's not going to be fixed within one season. It's going to take some time. But let's say somebody buys a club, right? Let's say someone buys a club. How long we reckon that these people will take in order to fix the club. Some want money. They have money. They have the money. Money's not the issue. How long you think it takes to fix the club? Before
I think
continue?
I think it takes a good. Is it far fetched to say at least 3 to 5 years to get
All
back
right.
to at least a point of consistency?
All right. 3 to 5 years, right? Let's just say 3 to 5 years. Within that 3 to 5 years, now remember, we need upgrades on stadium. We need training facilities upgraded. We need to get rid of bare players, staff, all type of shit, and change a lot of stuff around. Now, when we get takeover, everyone eyes open up now. Oh, you man got money now. You have money. Oh, all right. You think the United tax we used to get before was normal? Oh, it's about to get different now, especially depending on who the owners are. Because you saw when
See,
City
even with
first
that, though,
got take
Realest,
over, it was a madness. I understand what you're going to say, but you're going to say it's up to us to pay this ridiculous price if people ask for it. But when
well, yeah,
City
no,
first
yeah,
got took
this is
over,
where
it was
this is
mad.
where you set out your parameters, isn't it? Like you need to be willing to walk away from negotiations if it gets crazy. If you do the groundwork and the scouting and the due diligence, you don't have to be held ransom.
Yeah, but that's what I asked earlier, though. How long you take it? Let's say a new owners come in, they have the
Yeah,
money's on the issue, and they buy the club. How long
yeah.
you think it takes before we get back in a decent
I mean,
situation?
it depends entirely what their goal is, isn't it? Like, you know, if they want to get back within a 2 to 3 year period, you move differently to a 5, 6 year model.
But you know what I don't understand regarding the money, obviously, and all this inflation kind of stuff when it comes to United. It's not like they're one of the best teams in the world of football right now. They're poorly run. If you look at a team like Manchester City, they're still able to do good business and buy players at the right times for the right price. Fair
Yes.
enough, there
Right.
may have been some scenarios where certain signings haven't worked out, but for the most
Correct,
part,
correct.
they're getting guys that for a good price that are
So
improving their team and adding to the depth. The same
would,
thing with Liverpool a few years back when
would
they
we
were
say
consistently.
the transfer record is like what 90% success with them with these men?
Listen, even if you get like a 70% success rate, that's brilliant.
What you saying? See with that transfer rate with these man, probably 90% success rate.
It's yeah, it's for the most part, it's their signings have worked out, and that's the thing. In the end of the day, if you have a structure around you who knows how to operate in these scenarios, they have connections, they're able to work efficiently, and they're aggressive with who they want, and then they will be able to get the players that they can get for a good price. But the reason why we have to end up spending more money for an Anthony, more money on Casemiro and other guys is because we're not proactive. If you're not proactive in a
And there's
transfer
a
window,
lack of structure.
yeah, the further a transfer window goes, is the more a player's price will go up because teams don't want to sell late in the window because then that forces them to go in and try and find another option to replace. We found ourselves in that situation with Ajax and Anthony. They didn't want to get rid of him unless to this price, and unfortunately, we ended up paying that when we could have got him for a lot cheaper at the beginning of the window. And I think we do have to remember that we're still owned by the Glazers because I feel like after this transfer window, a lot of people were in the assumption that maybe this club's being run differently, but I don't see it that way. I feel like we were forced into making those decisions, especially late in the window when it came to signing, because these guys have seen the scenarios of what can happen when the fans, get unhappy, frustrated, especially when it comes to protests at games. They're trying to go into games and get security guards at Old Trafford to take away signs. They're trying their best to silence the situation. So, in my opinion, they were forced into making those decisions when it came to signing Casemiro, Anthony, because they weren't going to do it. We were in for Rabiot and Arnautovic.
For me, it's not even about the financial might of the people coming in. As long as you have the best interest of the club at heart, that's all that matters, really. Like if you deep it, even the money that we have spent, which has been our own money over the past decade, not that the Glazers put in, it's been our money of the billion. It could have been distributed and invested a lot better. You could have seen a much better return for those funds. It's the fact that there's a sheer lack of planning and structure, which has led us to, the things that we've suffered over the years. So That's why I'm not too fussed about these just ridiculous trillionaire, billionaire owners and all that. Whoever comes in is going to be well off, obviously, but as long as they have the right mindset and they're willing to put people in position who know what they're doing and are competent in their job, that's all that matters.
An example of that right now is Chelsea. I'm seeing Chelsea appointing guys in the board who are adding structure and organization to whether it's working with Graham Potter for transfers and other stuff like that. They're adding a bit of structure. So it may have been a bit chaotic in their first initial window with all of the changes that happened and how sudden it was and abrupt the ending was with Abramovich and Chelsea. With all of the other people leaving and having to be replaced. But slowly they're starting to put things together.
Let me give you an example of what a competent club would be doing right now. So we've seen the crazy fee that Endrick is going to Real Madrid for, at the age of 16. The other young player sort of in that bracket of future star to watch out for is Dortmund's Youssoufa Moukoko, whose contract is up at the end of the season. Now, if they don't agree a new deal in the next couple of days, from January 1st onward, I believe he's free to talk to everyone. So if a competent club is out there, they should be putting an offer in and a package together to convince a player like that to come. To be proactive. And he's 18 years old. You don't just put everything on him. But, you can develop him, you can loan him out. There's a whole bunch of different things you can do. But these are the kind of conversations that competent clubs should be in.
Yo, people, the link is there. You man could jump in and get in on the discussion, Things open, man. But before you man do that, make sure that just click on the name right there, CM22 in the title there, and go subscribe. Go support the man. Them still. He did a video on live stream yesterday. Go like the thing, man. We'll leave a comment or something. Support the man, them, man. What's going on with you people? But if you might want to get in on the discussion, hit the link and jump in, man. We're here. We ain't did this for a while, so we're gonna be on for a little longer one today. Not extremely long though, so you man don't try to have us here all day, fam. Don't do no more right now. Don't do that now. But I just think that when we say scout, I'm thinking we need people that actually go out there and look at players. You know what? He have potential. We could probably get this guy in our club to do a role that could help us going forward. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, most definitely.
That's what I need. And they don't need to always look for the like Endrick. Don't need to just go and look for the famous one. Look for someone that potential that could do something for us. We don't always have to spend the big money.
And this is the other thing that people need to understand. Not every signing needs to be a world beater or have the potential to reach that.
Exactly.
Squad players play a vital role. Big up, Rich.
Yeah, big up, Rich. What you saying?
Big up, Rich.
Yeah, I just came in to
man with the fresh.
Make sure you support the merch from CM22.
Yeah, man, with the snapbacks and that.
Yeah.
Go support him. Realest, make sure you help and drop yours so I can cop something. You know what I mean? And stuff. But not only that, listen, guys, make sure you follow these guys on Twitch as well. That's their primary
limited edition squirrel snapbacks coming soon.
Get Brush out of here. Get Brush out. Get Brush out, bro. Get Brush out. Brush out on all the digital platforms, bro. All the digital platforms. Get him out, fam. Get him out.
Make sure you follow the brothers on Twitch, man. That's where they do their stuff and that. You know what I mean?
Appreciate that, really.
And just say, show my love to you guys, man. But you like talk unite. I'm out.
Love,
you
my
got
G.
Rich, man. Thank you, bro.
Yeah, just get Brush out of here still, but we're long for now.
The man Kushner throwing some shade, fam. Some light shade.
From Anton, that's what's going on here. Is that a new name, fam? What's going on, bro?
Well, the allegations are gone, man. But we move.
I don't know, fam. Out there, these allegations, fam. What? You might not want to join. Why you might not want to join, though? I know.
Hey, big up Botswana. He's at work.
Yo, bots in the car.
Look.
Man, come in, man. Say what you man want to say, man. Who y'all think we should be looking at summer-wise? Because in the summer, boy, we need to do something. We're going to need to do something.
You know what? I'm not even thinking. Yeah. I'm not even looking that long right now. But after the World Cup, the start to the season just resuming now, I just want to go game by game and then enjoy the development of the team, the highs, the lows of the season and see what happens throughout January. And I guess
I definitely hear that. See,
yeah, I guess everything will fall into place. I guess eventually.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
yeah, everything's so up in the air, isn't it? So yeah, until the main thing's sorted out, we're going to be in limbo. But yeah, in an ideal world, yeah, Vlahovic would be one of the guys I target in the summer.
I know. We was high on this Latoro Martinez. Where we at to that, Brush? What's going on?
Listen, I still think he's a very good player. Obviously, the World Cup did not highlight his best qualities. If anything, his stock probably fell during the World Cup. But you have to keep in mind that he was playing off the bench and that it's hard to get into games sometimes. I still think he's a decent player with a lot to offer. 25 years old as well. He does a lot of legwork. I like him. He's a pressing forward.
I think he would suit Ten Hag. Did I miss something, bro? What's going on here, fam?
The only thing that concerns me is obviously his finishing. Like for a player of his ability, he should be scoring a lot more.
That is true. Yeah, but I think he's just like. You remember Heskey? How he did all the hard work and he's compliments when he plays it.
That's a violation, really.
No, I'm not comparing to that, but I'm talking about a player that does the hard work.
I see. Yeah, I hear you. There was a lot to Heskey's game, which kind of gave him a bit of leeway when it came to the goal drought. Earlier in his career, he was a bit more of a bagsman, though. It was later on that just dried up altogether.
I'm just saying, bro. Potentially, yeah. Where can United finish this season? Because, brother, you see, sometimes I watch Talk Sports just to laugh, yeah. But then when I hear stuff from Gabriel Abangla who talking about United could challenge the league this season, I'm like, brother, shut the hell up.
I don't know about all that. I think if we get top 4, that would be great. At the start of the season, I had us in the Europa League positions.
Man said he was Heskey, I'm telling you, though, man. I don't know. Abangla is on that same thing Chino is on, bro.
Listen, in terms of where we finish, I don't care about a position in it or a number. I just want to see development.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
Direction. My guy, that's what I'm on, bro.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I said at the start of the season. Actually, I said, listen, this season it's not really about where we're finishing. I just need to see improvement and that we're moving in the right direction. The things I wanted us to see an establishment of a system and a style of play, and changes that that you can tell, and recruitment that suited that as well. And just as long as we're taking strides forward, like it's all good.
4th is a sticky one because I mean, it could happen, but I can't really see Newcastle doing a major slip up,
Very interesting game next week. Arsenal versus Newcastle. I'm looking forward to that one.
I would love them to just take some points off of these, man.
I'm looking forward to that
down, bro. Put a little spoke in their wheels, fam, because I've had enough of these, man. Nah. King out here just messaging me random shit, taking the piss. Then what's his name? What's his brother, bro? The AFTV guy, Cecil. Man, like Militao out here dressing top of the league. Nah. I can't. And then we can't forget Moss. Brother, these man can't win this league, fam. They cannot win this league, bro. No.
Listen, we know what kind of dancing Tariq was doing when he thought Rafinha was signing. Imagine if they won the league.
Oh my God, fam. I might have to block Tariq still, I can't lie. That's a light block, These man moving mad. I can't have them winning the league, bro. I really can't do. I just want United to just get back in their system, do their thing, fam. Get back there, bro.
It's a lose-lose either way, isn't it? On the one hand, they might do it. If not, then Man City do the three-peat.
And to tell you what, three-peat or not, fam, City can win that, brother. Don't let Arsenal win the league, fam. Don't let Arsenal win the league, fam. How much City is going to be on what? If they win this league, they're going to be on what? What? How much? 5, 6?
They've won 4 out of the last 5.
Dominance.
It's crazy.
Bro, let them have it. Let them have it, bro. Not Arsenal, bro. United fans are deluded, yeah? But you know how annoying Arsenal fans are.
The only thing is, Realest, the main goal for them is going to be Champions League, right? So they might prioritize that. They've already dominated domestically.
I hope they don't. I hope they don't. Exactly, Knicks. I don't want City catching up, bro. I don't want City catching up here, but as much I don't want Arsenal win the. You know what Arsenal doing? Arsenal. Them man. No. Them man win the league. That's a problem for us as well, you know. Because they're gonna be even closer than City. I mean, obviously they ain't gonna win the league no time soon again, but hopefully.
Hey, listen, don't say that, fam. We've had a lot of judge flying around after this.
Bro, man, I need to have a serious sit down with Roland and Chino, fam. These man ain't doing their jobs, fam. I don't know what's going on.
The tax has been in reverse, fam. I don't need none of that flying around here.
Bro, these man ain't doing their jobs, bro. Somebody needs to get fired, fam. I don't know what's going on, but someone needs to get fired.
No, it's gone, bro. There was a fresh order of hyenas being circulated around the globe. Christmas, innit?
No. Not my direction. Not over here, fam.
Yeah. I sent one to your farm.
I hear there's one next door to you, Realest, disguised as a dog.
Yeah, but you see that one next door to me. We know you sent that though, Brush. You can say what you want, but we know what happened there. We know you sent that. That dog. Bro, I haven't heard him all day though. Well, I wasn't home yesterday. I haven't heard him all day today though. Since I got home, I bet you he's gonna start. You know, as soon as I said something, he's just gonna start. Break his neck or something, bro. I lie. Worst dog ever, fam.
That's not what we do to pets, man. That's the animal cruelty. We don't condone that here, really.
No, we don't condone that, people. But you see that one, eh? He's not normal, fam. He's not normal.
Let's go and give him some treats, innit?
Bro, I need to give him some sleeping pills or something, bro. Jesus Christ. He's doing too much noise, bro. Yeah, but this is what happened here, people. We do this show like this. We get distracted and talk all other stuff here, but can't lie, you know. United looked good yesterday, people.
Yeah, I know you have to take into consideration the opposition, but it was more so some of the moves we were putting together. The chances.
Henderson and Stingard, fam. I'm cool, bro. Henderson and Stingard.
Listen, I was just looking at it thinking, wow, when we get the recruitment right, yeah, with one or two personnel changes, they're going to finish off these chances that we're creating. It's going to be devastating.
Nick, I'm holding you to this, you know. You said dominance, yeah? Next season, yeah? New owners, yeah? I'm holding you to this, you know. Next season we come back. Next year.
Listen, that's the kind of energy I need out there, man. Yeah.
Next season, September, the Glazers still here looking at us. I'll be not these man again, fam.
Gotta be up to we look when we have a reason to be optimistic, we gotta be optimistic, innit? I think it's way too draining, and I think it's become a really bad cycle in recent years where it's just so much negativity when it comes to watching football, watching Manchester United and everything, the whole circus that goes on around it. So when there's a reason to be optimistic, games like this, and hopefully the form can continue where we're seeing those guys be aggressive like they were yesterday and finding a way to win games just like we were before the World Cup break started, then we've got to be happy, but also not get too carried away like we have in previous times as well. And then because that can only lead to the disappointment in the end of the day, especially with a team like us that are still lacking that consistency for the long term. So, yeah, happy for now. On to Wolves, see what we can do then, and you never know. Just build from there.
Yeah, I spent way too much time in my 20s being just irritated and angry. I've let go of that now. I'm just looking at the positives, man.
You know, I don't get pissed no more. I more or less laugh at stuff, bro, because
I can't lie, it still annoys me. I just channel it different.
The reason why I laugh here is because if you don't laugh, you're gonna cry, fam. And it's not like once you support United for more than 5 years, you know what to expect. You know, you kind of know what to expect because you know, fam. You just know it's coming, bro. You know what's coming, but I can't lie. Everybody wants to see their team do well, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. And the thing is, you got to remember, man, things work in cycles, innit? Like with me, I think that's the other thing as well. I just have perspective because obviously I was very fortunate the era that I grew up in. You know, but as successful as we were in that era, no one really talks about the 26 odd years before Fergie when it was trash. So really, it just depends, innit? It's just luck of the draw on that, man.
Man, like Santi says, laptop doing an update while he's trying to log into StreamYard, it's not looking good for you, fam. It's not looking good, fam. My laptop said, not today, fam. Not today. Don't go anywhere.
That's mad annoying when that happened.
Don't go anywhere. But I think we could take some positive from what we saw yesterday. I mean, obviously, as we say, we want to get too gassed because we tend to get gassed as football fans when we see one little result. We tend to get gassed. But as much as it's Forest.
But at the same time, you have to enjoy these moments as a football fan, don't you, really? Like, we should be getting giddy at seeing certain things, man.
Nah, bro. You see, United hurt me so much, fam. The giddy thing, I don't allow it to happen, fam, because I'm
no. I'm not saying to jump out the window like win things and that, but like just deep where we were this time last year with regards to Rashford.
Brush, I'll never forget, fam. How we win the league and lose the league at the same time, bro. This bitch ass Aguero, fam. You know the type of shit I was doing at home. We won the league. This loser, bro.
That was our own fault. Should never have got to that stage. That loss against Wigan and the 4-4 draw against Everton was peak. And then you know what I didn't understand, with 2 games to go, because I think we played Sunderland and Fulham, innit? I can't remember. It might have been those 2. But yeah, we knew the goal difference might play a part. I just couldn't understand why we just settled for for the victory, but not just going gun-ho. Yeah, I definitely thought that was there for the taking. And then the QPR game was a madness because obviously I think word got to the QPR players that they're safe whatever happens, and then they just relaxed altogether.
No, they sold it, fam. I'm not having it, bro. They sold it, bro.
One
job, fam.
Man, Joey Barton getting sent off and all them things
Joey
there.
Barton,
You know what though? I can't. That was a mad way to get sent off. Didn't he assault 3 guys?
Yeah.
But the resulting change from that sending off is what led to QPR's goal. So I can't say too much on that one. But Paddy Kenny, he's a criminal.
He's another one. We should arrest him as well, fam. What type of goalkeeper was that? Nah, arrest that guy. But anyway, what you are planning for the rest of the day? See, how many live you doing?
No, not today. I'm gonna be recording United Twins, and then back to that.
Yeah. Nice. Looking forward to seeing what Cappy has to say on yesterday's game.
Yeah, because we more or less like Cappy anyway. So I'm just saying. We prefer Cappy anyway. So.
More, fam. You could come on the podcast, fam. I could just chill, put my feet up and chill.
Yeah, just saying, bro. We prefer Cappy anyway. Just Cappy knows how to, he knows how to side with the man, and don't just be an EOP in that. So I'm just saying, Cappy's the guy. He knows better.
What are you saying? Cappy's an agendist, yeah.
Cappy's a smart guy. That's all I'm saying, fam. He's a smart guy. That's all I'm saying, bro. I'm not saying agendist. Anything like that, but he's a smart guy, unlike the EOPs.
Yeah. Listen, big man, fam. You had the decision to become a mercenary. It's not my fault that you stick to one side, fam. You don't want to change, man. We're all good over here. I'm just saying that we're good over here.
I don't know about that yet, but yeah. People, make sure you go follow up CM, man. Go like the thing. Go drop a follow on him on Twitch. Go follow him on Twitter, IG. Follow him on everywhere, bro. I'm trying to tell Elon Musk, stop locking my guy up, fam. To be fair, you know what? They probably should have just locked CM up and let Cappy rain, Probably that was going on, That's what happened to the EOP people getting locked up, fam. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Just be your agendas, bro. It's worked out better.
I told you, bro. I'm a mercenary.
C's free now. Relax. He's free.
Hey,
you see Rich here. You see Rich here. Rich was an agendist. No. Look what he's doing. Look. I'm telling you, bro. This guy, fam. How are you on my side, but on his side at the same time? Bro, this don't make no sense, fam.
I am not involved in this. I don't know what he's talking about. I plead the fifth.
Wait, hold on. CM said he sent me a hyena. It didn't get here, so that means Roland got it. Sacrifice, bro.
No, it's on its way, bro. It's on
no. Roland got it.
You know what happened yet? Because I looked at DPD. EPD Airlines, innit, fam? And it said
It's on
it's
Rooster
delayed.
Roland. Yeah,
It said
don't
it's
worry.
it said it's delayed, but it will be there in about. Let me see. Be there in about 2.5 days. Yeah,
It's
two and a half
delayed because
days.
Roland put a bomb on the plane, fam, to stall it, and he stole the hyena. But I'm telling you, man.
Whoa.
That,
I'm telling you.
that's a drastic allegation.
Whoa. I think that's how Q to cut the stream.
yeah.
Yo, man, then we out, fam. Appreciate you, man. Come back. Hope you, man, enjoy the rest.
Yeah,
of
hope everyone had a
holidays.
lovely Christmas and that as well,
Yeah,
man.
New Year's coming in.
Yeah.
Yo, big and better things to everyone. Yeah, upness in the pool, people. Love to you, man. Them. We're out. Peace.